Have you ever felt like you're present in conversations, but not truly there? Like you're listening, responding, even smiling, yet something inside you feels distant. That quiet sense of separation doesn't happen by accident. People who feel disconnected from everyone often live in a deeper internal world than most. Their minds don't switch off easily. They reflect, analyze, replay, and question. While others move comfortably through surface-level interactions, these individuals crave meaning beneath words. Small talk doesn't excite them. Not because they think they're better, but because their thoughts are richer, heavier, and more layered. When conversations stay shallow, they feel unseen. Another key reason is early emotional conditioning. Many disconnected people learned early that being open wasn't always safe. Maybe they shared their feelings and were ignored. Maybe they were told they were too sensitive, too quiet, or too much.
Ow.
So their brain adapted. Instead of expressing, they observed. Instead of trusting, they evaluated. Disconnection became protection. This doesn't mean they lack emotions. In fact, it's often the opposite. They feel intensely. They pick up on tone changes. They sense emotional undercurrents. They notice what isn't said. That sensitivity makes social interaction exhausting. Being around the wrong people doesn't just feel awkward, it drains them. So they pull back, choosing solitude over overstimulation. Many disconnected people also struggle with identity mismatch. They never fully aligned with the roles expected of them. They questioned norms. They thought differently. They felt out of sync with the pace and priorities around them. When you don't fully belong to one group, you end up feeling slightly separate from all of them. There's also a strong connection to emotional self-reliance. These individuals learn to handle things alone. They process pain internally. They rarely seek reassurance that strength looks like independence on the outside but inside. It quietly reinforces distance. Here's the important truth. Disconnection is not the same as social failure. It's often the result of higher standards for emotional connection. They don't want constant interaction. They want resonance. They don't want attention. They want understanding. So when relationships lack depth, they'd rather be alone than feel invisible among people. And this is where most misunderstand them. They assume disconnected people are cold, antisocial, or uninterested. But in reality, they are often deeply thoughtful, emotionally aware, and selective about who they let into their inner world. Disconnection isn't emptiness. It's a sign that something inside you is waiting for something real. Why disconnection isn't a flaw. But a signal as disconnection continues. Many people begin to question themselves. Why don't I feel close to anyone? Why do I feel different? Why do I feel alone even when I'm not? The mistake is assuming disconnection means something is wrong with you. In reality, disconnection is often a signal of growth. As people mature emotionally, their tolerance for meaningless interaction drops. They stop forcing bonds. They stop explaining themselves. They stop shrinking to fit spaces that don't nourish them. And that creates distance. Many disconnected individuals have outgrown their environment. Their values shifted. Their priorities changed. But the people around them stayed the same. Growth is isolating when it's not shared. Another overlooked factor is emotional clarity. Disconnected people are often aware of their inner state. They know when something feels off. They trust their discomfort. So when a relationship feels draining, performative, or one-sided, they withdraw. Not dramatically. Quietly. This withdrawal is often misinterpreted as indifference. But it's actually discernment. There's also a deep relationship between disconnection and authenticity. These individuals don't like pretending. They don't enjoy wearing masks to be accepted. If being themselves means being alone, they choose honesty over belonging. That choice requires strength. Of course, disconnection has risks. Too much isolation can turn into loneliness. Reflection can become rumination. Independence can harden into emotional walls, but awareness changes everything. Once disconnected, people understand why they feel this way. Something shifts. They stop blaming themselves. They stop chasing connection just to fill space. Instead, they become intentional. They wait for conversations that feel alive. They build relationships slowly. They choose quality over quantity, and when they finally connect, they connect deeply. Here's the powerful reframe. Disconnection doesn't mean you lack connection skills. It means you refuse shallow ones. It means your nervous system recognizes depth. It means your mind seeks alignment. It means your heart wants truth. Some people are meant to belong everywhere. Others are meant to belong selectively. If you feel disconnected, ask yourself this: are you lonely, or are you simply unwilling to betray who you are? Because many people feel connected while being unseen, and many disconnected people are simply waiting for resonance. You are not broken. You are not antisocial. You are not behind. You are tuned differently, and when the right people, environments, or purposes align, that sense of disconnection will transform into something rare, a connection that finally feels like home.